Guys. All right, now let's continue with the rating, huh? All right, Angel Virus. I'm considering change. All right, now this is an Eldritch. All right, this is an Eldritch virus that was one of the lower level traders of the goddess of creation, and it believes. All right, now it believes that all life that is not like itself is an infection in its body and world and thus spreads madness and hatred and infects people who rot their brains and bodies and spurs them to fight and kill each other through madness and delusion. Madness and delusion. It believes that by doing so, it is purifying. It is purifying a disease. It is purifying these. However, it is mostly unaware of the fact that it is in fact actually a virus that is infecting the body of the world's natural order, and not the other way around, like it wrongly believes. It resembles a large, spiky, virus-like round entity with fleshy spikes coming from it, and has many eyeballs all over its body, and has 6 wings like a bird's wings that are transparent. They're transparent. It has a large crown on its head as well. It has a. Oh wait, maybe I should change that. It has a large red colored halo over its head as well. When it was discovered and defeated, Lumina Knight decided to repurpose it in its corruption to create a very different strain of it that was controlled by Lilith's power, known as Dark Virus, which she wanted to use to cause more physical and psychological corruption by fully turning people across time and space, by infecting the world canvases that she and her servants stole. Whoops, I misspelled servants. Servants stole from the celestial plane after they defeated the goddess of creation. Yeah, there is a goddess of creation, yeah. She's basically the avatar of the creator, though. So she's actually, actually fine, though. In order to by basically painting over it with the with the virus in the brush of madness. Alright. Wielded by Citaro. Because of course Citaro is basically a crazy artist, so hold on for a minute. Hold on for just a minute. No one's actually coming yet. In order to rewrite instead of destroy the natural order by using nightmarish corruption to make everything horrific and eldritch under Nightmare's power. Invert reality to suit the wishes of herself and her servants. This creature's base form is a light elements monster that is aligned with Void. Yeah, Void type is basically it doesn't have any strengths against, the other three types, but it does have, it basically is free type for Digimon, basically. Yeah, the other alignments are Madness, Fantasy, and Reality, yeah. Yeah, and Void is like the fourth one, that's basically the free type, yeah. Yeah. It is resistant to poison, spirits, lights, dark, and dream. Weak. That weak to healing magic if someone has the miracle vaccine, a holy vaccine meant to fight it. A flaw present even in the dark virus strain derived from it. It is also weak. Derived from it, yeah. And it is also alright now. It is associated with the zone of, let's see, how about Nightmare? And it is a celestial type monster. Yeah, since obviously it's a celestial. Alright, now that should, finish it up for now. Alright, I'll try to come up with, some good stuff for this, later. Alright, now. Yeah, I actually do have something in mind for it, yeah. Alright, now, featuring characters. Now let's add it to the groups. Oops. Alright, now this should be nice and simple. And submit. Alright, now. Right now, just give it time to finish up. Alright, Angel Virus. This Eldritch Virus was one of the lower level traders of the gods of creation, and it believes that all life that is not like itself is an affection in its body and world, and thus spreads madness and hatred and infects people to rot their brains and bodies and spurs them to fight and kill each other through madness and delusion. As well as corruption, it seems. It believes by doing so it is purifying a disease, because, it's kind of very arrogant and, believes that, life that's not like it is, like that, yeah? Yeah, I kind of base it a little bit on the batter, yeah. Only, some people would describe batter as, something that's causing rot inside the world. Yeah, that the batter's basically in. Rather than something that's, purifying it. However, it is mostly unaware of the fact that it is in fact actually a virus that is infecting the body of the world's natural order and not the other way around like it wrongly believes, which I just went over. It resembles a large spiky virus-like round entity with fleshy spikes coming from it and has many eyeballs covering all over its body and has 6 wings that are all like bird wings that are like transparent. So basically it's like biblically accurate. It also has a large red colored halo over its head as well. You know, sort of like blood. Or, you know, it could be like a dark halo, yeah. Since it is a traitor of the goddess of creation, yeah. But, you know, kind of one of the lower level ones that's not part of the S class, yeah. And it's more of the P class, yeah. Fun. When it was discovered and defeated, you know, Lemon Knight decided to repurpose it in its corruption to create a very different string of it that is controlled by Lilith's power known as Dark Virus, which you want to use cause more physical and psychological corruption as well as turning people across time and space into monsters by basically infecting the world canvases that, you know, she and her servants kind of stole from the celestial plane after they defeated Gods of Creation. Don't worry, the Gods of... Technically speaking, the Gods of Creation is technically an avatar of the creator, you know, who was basically brought in the world to, you know, kind of resolve, you know, Lilith's little incursion, basically, because, you know, Lilith was basically created into a world that by somebody else that, you know, kind of got their hands on the work. And, you know, that's basically how they were created, as well as all the Legion members. And Lilith's influence is kind of partly responsible for why some of the Celestials went traitor, yeah. Especially after the Muse of Darkness, who is basically the leader of those. Yeah, and we're also referencing Citaro, you know, repainting over the world canvases as well. You know, Citaro is kind of infected by a Muse of Darkness, of course she would, you know, want to work with Angel Virus, yeah. And, you know, make it into more Dark Virus. You know, basically, you know, rewrite, you know, things, rewrite the world and, you know, what Lumina Knight basically believes it should be, you know, and kind of warp it into a big nightmare realm. In order to destroy the natural order by using Nightmare's corruption, and make everything horrific and eldritch under Nightmare's power and convert reality to suit the wishes of herself and her servants, which is basically Lumina Knight's big goal. And yeah, she's also kind of looking for the keys to, you know, unlock Lilith. You know, so that Lumina Knight can basically, you know, rewrite reality. What she believes she'll be able to do, but basically Lilith kind of has her own goals, which basically result in the destruction of reality, destruction and corruption of reality, rather than, you know, rewriting it. Yeah, alright now. And of course we got the types and weaknesses, of course. Yeah, I just read those off. I like her the more I hear about her. No, thank you. No, I'm not in Dorito. That's fake news. Listen, enjoys this Cool Ranch and Dorito nachos? No, there's no official Doritos. Yeah, this is, alright now. I was just writing about, you know, Angel Virus, so I thank you guys for coming and I appreciate it very much. Alright, how about, alright now. Now, whoops, we're probably gonna have, alright, I think it's still capturing the window, so I will go over to Twitch real quick and, you know, look for somebody, you know, to raid, Oh, hey, alright, now I know who to raid. Right now, I know just who to raid. Alright, I know just who to raid, okay. Alright, I'm gonna raid Olivia Monroe. Yeah, Olivia Monroe's cool, you're gonna like her. You're gonna like her a lot, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, now. That's from referring to Lumina Knight? Yeah, he is. Yeah, the more you hear about Lumina Knight, alright, yeah, Foam, you know, being the war merchant, of course he, you know, is into Lumina Knight. Just be careful not to play both sides of the field like, you know, Captain Midas did. You know, with war profiteering. Because Lumina Knight kind of really didn't like that. And she kind of, you know, had to teach him a lesson about, you know, about that kind of thing. I've been playing both sides of the field longer than him, thank you very much. Yeah, just be sure that Lumina Knight doesn't find out about that, otherwise she might be very angry, and she's a little bit dangerous to get on the bad side of, unfortunately. She is a very dangerous creature. She is very dangerous, yeah. She's gonna have to find out about that and when because I have no shame. Okay, phone. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Alright now. Alright now. Moonbat Raid. There we go.